He married my sister, now we're living together. We're roommates in law.
Tom, holy crap.
Hello, Timothy. I'm Tommy Brennan,
I am Timmy Brennan. How we doing?
and we're not roommates,
Not brothers-in-law.
but one time, one person who I had never met before at that point in my life came up to me out of the blue and goes, "I bet you have a good friend across the country."
He's like, let me guess, he lives on bad Bleecker Street. And you're like, that's true.
It's the worst Bleecker Street. Yeah. You know the one that's in like all the Marvel movies and stuff? Not that one.
Yeah, it's not that one.
No,
I
it's
can't
like
tell you how many
super
times
far
people
away.
have been like, holy shit, dude. Isn't
Yeah.
that like in that street like in a song? I'm like, it is. However,
Wait, what song is it in?
I don't know, like some fame where they're like, I'm on Bleecker Street or some shit like that.
I feel like you're imagining blue suede shoes.
No, it's
walking
like,
in Memphis. That's
walking on Bleecker Street. It's
walking in Brooklyn.
oop, I just stepped in some dog shit. It's in something. It's like a rock song or some bullshit. I don't
Because
know.
everyone's homeless.
I was gonna keep singing, but I'm like, I don't want to keep doing that riff.
No, we don't want to.
How we doing?
We
Where-
don't want to
where-
piss off that one guy who hates when you sing.
Oh yeah, that fucking asshole. Where are you at? Are you LA Tom? You don't look like LA Tom. I feel like I
No.
know. Oh, you're Chicago Tom. I know
I'm
that
a-
painting.
Yeah, I'm on the original set of Roommates-in-Law.
Holy Lord in heaven. The original owners let you in to take a look around?
They let me in. Well, they were like, "Holy shit, we got to do you got to do a throwback episode of the pod here."
Any of you turds that don't know what he's talking about, that's where we shot the world famous, internationally known sketch series called Roommates-in-Law,
Yeah,
starring myself and young Tom Brennan.
yeah. At the time, it was young Tom Schnee.
Huh? Did you like that? I remembered.
Yeah, thank you, dude. It means a lot.
Hey, like that shit, Tom. I'm remembering your
How do you
name.
like that fucking shit. I really, my least favorite part about being back in Chicago so far is like Tommy Brennan was on a couple of the show posters.
Brutal.
And people just, yeah. I mean, I'm like, hey, I don't want your opinions. You
Everybody's
guys.
got little cute thing to say about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And
he
there's
moves
nothing
to
even-
LA and he changes his name. A lot of that shit.
It's exactly what it is. It's like, oh wow,
Yeah.
you leave Chicago and now you're a whole different person. It's like, hey, just
Now
because
you're
you're
a
self-conscious that you haven't left yet, don't put that on me.
Oh, you hear that shit? People in
They're-
Chicago, Tom thinks you're a puss.
They're projecting.
I agree. I know. No, I don't even know. I know some people are like, this is an amazing city. Why would you leave? And I'm like, well, have you ever thought about paying more for a worse neighborhood?
And like a worse overall experience in your
What about
life.
like a worse experience in life? What do you think about that? And they're
You ever
like, I don't like it.
you ever thought about if everyone else that lives in the same city as you hated you, what that would be like?
Yeah. Interesting. Mm.
Okay, now I get the
but
appeal.
Could I be harassed by homeless people on the daily? And I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you'd better believe it, dickhead. Where you been, Thomas? What's the word? You're in Chicago.
Yeah.
I'm back in the greatest city of all time.
Yes,
we living?
the Schwick. I am living good. Had a nice little Thanksgiving. Stayed in LA. What'd you do for Tea Give?
I was at I spent it with a small, intimate group of friends in the city of Chicago.
Oh yeah, you were here.
City
like
of Young
5
Love,
days
where
ago.
you're at right now. I just got back to the Schwick. I was on the road for 9 days.
You were
Thomas.
road dogging it a little bit.
I was road dogging it. It was. Let me tell you something. That is a young man's game, Tom.
It took it out of you?
You know, it's just that low level of anxiety when you're never sleeping in your bed. You're never at your own home. I did have a pretty cush situation.
I mean,
Our-
just to reiterate again, if
Oh,
our
boy.
careers go well, this is the goal, dude.
Tom, if you think I'm gonna see the silver lining in anything, you don't know me at all.
I'm like, you're staying in like an awesome apartment in Chicago, and you're like, man, the road sucks.
This
dude."
is brutal. I'm staying in a 2-bedroom apartment in a luxury high rise alone. How much worse can it get?
Well, at least you were only paying $0 too.
But was I doing the best shows in Chicago? Sure, I was.
Yeah,
Sure. Was I having
absolutely.
a great time on stage? Absolutely. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was.
But the
was
road
I a
is
little
tough.
was I a little pooped here and there? Better believe it, Tom.
I didn't get my normal nap in.
Here's the problem. I did. I was napping like you wouldn't believe, Thomas.
Oh damn, you were nap
and then we went out to St. Paul, Minnesota. I slept in your childhood bed 2 nights.
Yeah, how was that?
Just farted up a storm in there.
Oh, good, dude. Contribute to that. That's kind of like you. It's you paying tribute to me, actually.
That's what I figured. Here's a little cue I had for you. Stands for question. So there's that window right by your bed with no like drapes or anything. You're just a wide open window.
Oh yeah.
How you jerking it?
You're living on the edge.
It's kind of a huge risk the whole time. That's what I was like, there's no way he was jerking it in here.
No,
somebody walking in the back door, it's just like, oh, there's Tom's dinky.
No, it used to have a bigger curtain on it. It was like a really old curtain. Now there's just like a half curtain, right?
Oh, I'm just exposed. I mean, everybody in there. I woke up and my butt cheeks were hanging out. I was like, well, I hope nobody went and got a coffee this morning.
No, you know what's crazy is you have to be at the right angle in the backyard to actually see into there.
Still.
Yeah, I mean, but my dad definitely was at some point. My dad definitely saw your butt. Yeah.
Yeah, he saw the cheeks hanging out. Because, I mean, one day I should have didn't get out of bed until like 1 p. I told him, though,
I got
like,
the scouting report.
Oh, God damn it. What the report looked like. How many fucking layups did I miss?
I love that you didn't lie. Because my mom goes, yeah, I'm pretty sure on Saturday they didn't get out of bed till like 1:30.
It was 12:30, but still, she asked me, she was like, are you going to want breakfast? And I was like, absolutely not. I was like, what about me looks like I'm waking up at 8 a.m. on a Saturday? Because I'm going to fix that right now.
You're like, I would love breakfast right around 2, 3.
Right around 2, yeah. Well, look, I've told you this, the tale as old as time. The 3 hours after I wake up is still considered morning.
That's just morning.
It doesn't matter what time I wake up.
Yeah, it could be 5 p. 5 to 8 is morning time.
5 to 8, that's morning. It's breakfast time.
And then you have a quick 20-minute afternoon, and then it's the night.
And then I'm like, boy, I'm fucking wiped. I got to get back in bed, Thomas.
Hey, I think you have crippling depression.
So I wouldn't argue that one. I certainly would not argue with you, Tom. I told Lizzie today, I was like, boy, my brain has been just fucking mean to me recently. She's like, yeah, you need to do something about that. I was like, now I'll figure it out.
Therapy. Jim Smith or therapy.
Boy, we turned in a fun hang with the Schnees.
Yeah, give me the rundown of. Well, first, wait, let's rewind.
I kind of want to hear what happened from your side. Oh, Chicago was great. Zanies was so much fun. Just so much fun. Packed room. It was juicy. It was one of those shows where I felt like I got to be myself. I felt like I was having a good time on stage. I was riffing.
Well, that's good.
I was zipping. I was zopping. It was a lot of fun. And then I went to Sisyphus and had 2 fist fights with the audience 2 nights in a row.
I heard.
Oh, God. I don't even want to hear what you heard.
Well, no.
I was like, oh, good. Tommy's
like,
whole family sat in the front row.
They were in the front?
Oh, brother. They were not in the back. Of course, they're, I guess they could have sat like 2 tables away. But as your mom would put it, there were seats available.
What?
No, your mom's going to kill me.
Hey.
She just made reference to a few times that it was not sold out.
Oh, no.
I'll tell you what, that did not sneak past Mrs. Schnee. That it was not sold out. I know.
Hey, great show, Tim. Do you have any idea how many empty seats there were? Because there were definitely some.
Well, she's like, it's weird. We wanted to sit at but all the tables were reserved. And like they're doing the classic reserved table because nobody's sitting there. And I was like, oh, you sly devil, you.
Oh man,
finds a way to slip the knife in.
Decent crowds there.
But they were like drunk and fucking chatty as shit.
That's what I heard. The scouting report was blackout in the front row.
Just fully about to pass out, saying, stuff. They were saying stuff.
Just in response to you or a separate conversation?
Both. Pretty much both.
Very fun.
Lady had a huge mustache. Didn't say anything, though.
Wow. Did you tell the mustache joke?
I did, and then I kind of glanced at her, and she just was kind of nodding in and out of consciousness. But here's an instant karma for you, Thomas. What do you feel about instant karma? Do you follow that on Twitter? It's one of my favorite accounts.
Instant karma? I think I'm familiar with the idea, but I don't know the Twitter account.
You steal a purse, you run out into the street, you're hit by a bus.
Yeah, no,
I
absolutely
love it.
I love when that happens.
It's my favorite. My absolute fave. Lady in the back, real chit chatter. Stuff to me, stuff to her husband, kind of just thoughts in general. You're just kind of like, please, I would love it if you shut your mouth. She's doing it the whole time, blah, 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 blah. Walk out into the bar area after the show. Guess who got their car stolen?
Wow.
Little Miss Chit Chat.
That's incredible. It was,
and
Colin
I almost
Unger
wanted to be like, yes,
stole the car.
I was like, you want to know why this happened? Because you were chatting during my set, so I texted my pal, and he bashed your window in.
Yeah, wait,
it's down the street. He just drove it into a pylon.
So she got her car fully stolen.
Fully stolen. Windows bashed out.
That rips.
Gone. Yeah, I felt really good about it.
Yeah, screw you, lady. I'm guessing you're not a Roommates-in-Law fan, but if you are, screw you.
Thanks for coming to my show, though, and buying a couple of tickets. That was great. Really appreciate your time.
That's honestly, we really need that on the road. If we're going to keep Timmy the road dog out there. Just sleeping in my parents' house, or a nice apartment in Chicago. The road.
Well, Tom, I mean, it comes down to how many 4-star hotels can you really stay in? That's the thing.
Oh, man.
How much comfort does one man need?
I mean, the hotels we're getting out there, it's only gonna get worse.
It was honestly a pretty comfy trip. It's just, I don't know, 9 days. What about 3 days? Then you come home?
A lot. That's a lot to be out of a suitcase, too. That's what does it to me.
Yes, it was just, but I don't know. Overall, Zanies was amazing. The independent shows I did around I'm sure you're getting this. Boy, I feel like I'm a real chatty Cathy right now. Am I talking too much?
We're on a 2-man podcast, dude. You gotta do a lot.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm really just saying shit right now.
It would have to be overwhelmingly a lot for it to be too much on a 2-man podcast.
Okay, fair enough. Well, you just got to Chicago. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay, well, then we'll talk about it on the next pod because I'd like to compare notes, if you will.
Yeah, on just being a back home king.
We can leave out the last part of that, but like,
no, just being a huge big dick swinger.
Just when you go back to being a fucking whale in a shitty pond.
Oh my god, maybe this is why I'm not getting a lot of love back here.
Yeah, no one's really tooting your horn because they all listen to the pod where you're like, hey, if you stay in Chicago, you're a coward bitch. Everybody's like, no, Tom, you can't do my show.
I never said that into a microphone. I've said on it countless times in person and to myself.
Brother, haven't we all? Let's see. What else? Oh, sorry. I was about to talk more. God, just go for a little while. I don't know. I feel like I'm just really.
Well, we're gonna be all over the place. Since we're talking about comedy, which we rarely do, I will. I had a beautiful open mic moment, a follow up to. Remember when I told you about the guy who was doing so bad that everyone started laughing at him?
How could I forget?
And he didn't know what was going on. So same. No, not same open mic, but similar energy. It's an open mic at a club where everyone hopes to get up because it's kind of like auditioning for the club.
Sure.
But it's getting down to the end and you start realizing like, all right, I'm going to either not get up or I'll go last. And there's no one left. Energy was stinky. It's like midnight on a Tuesday. Everyone in there who's left in there is sad. And this guy gets up and he's really nervous, like maybe it's his first time or something. And he gets up and he goes, he kind of like juiced himself up, like breathed really fast. And he goes, all right, everyone, thanks for coming. And the whole room just erupts in laughter. And it was kind of just another beautiful, ruthless.
Did he
moment.
realize like, oh, that was a dumb thing to
he
say?
had
Oh,
no
damn it.
idea. He had no idea what was happening.
So he just kept on cooking.
He just kept trying to talk. And
God damn it.
I'll let you guess if he was good or not. But it was one of my favorite things I've seen in comedy in a long time, because it was just everyone sitting with their head down, literally looking at the floor, their phone, or a notebook. And he goes, "Hey everyone, thanks for coming," as if we all bought a ticket to see him.
Inappropriate time to say that line.
Oh yeah, it's like, we didn't come here for you. And it just instant laughter. It was really beautiful. I just love seeing some natural bullying in the wild.
Because that is not even people trying to be mean. That's people not able to fight their basest instincts of like, boy, you really missed what's happening here, didn't you?
Yes.
You goofball.
You did the absolute opposite of reading the room.
So thank you guys all for sticking around for my set tonight. And they're like, what? No.
It kind of reminded me of like, how about that drive-in? I guess that's why they call it Sin City. It was so funny. It was like, he was like, well, that's how you start a stand-up set, is you thank everyone for coming.
Get up, you show gratitude, and then you go right into the killer material.
This is a 3-minute open mic set.
You know what? I will say this. I like that a lot better than the goofball that gets up like, boy, you gotta be a real sad piece of shit to be at this open mic.
Hey, you guys,
you guys got nothing better to do?
Yeah.
I'd much rather
the guy who shits on the room that he also is in.
Is currently in and waited 3 hours to get up for, and all of a sudden he's too cool to do it. No, give me the guy that doesn't know what's going on. Yeah. I love that.
I agree, actually. That's a much better guy.
That was probably his first and last time doing stand-up comedy.
He
did his thing.
Yeah. I hope that was
I love that that's all it was. I hope that man is dying a slow death right now.
No, he'll die a slow death if he doesn't quit.
Well, how old was he? He's
not
late 40s.
Young. I would say
late.
Well,
don't say it. Don't do it.
No, I'm like,
don't even try it.
I think I would guess like late 30s. I wasn't even trying to be a dickhead.
Just see it coming from a mile away.
No,
Tom.
I wasn't trying to do that.
I'm also mid 30s.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He was older than you, but not by a lot.
Leave out the second half of that sentence, Tom. God damn it.
Oh man.
Your mom did ask me, she's like, how old are you? Because you're either 22 or 72, according
to regular
a
young guy.
Regular young person.
What did you tell her? Did you make her guess?
Yeah. Carrie, your little sister, guessed 32, and that's all I'm saying.
Huge. Shout out to sister number 6. That's
sticking with 32.
Hell yeah.
Your dad gave me a tour of the whole house. It did. You know what it feels like? I kind of know why you like Harry Potter so much. It feels like a Harry Potter house.
It feels like the Burrow. The Weasley's house.
Because it's like you got to sneak into this little alcove. And then it's like, I feel like you open a tiny little door and it goes into this whole new world of room.
Yeah.
It's a very sneaky house. I wonder if they would have a hard time selling it because it seems so tailor-made to your family.
It does. Well, the reason is they've done 2 editions on it
brother,
maybe 3. Oh, we heard
I know all about the editions, brother. I heard about the fire. I heard about everything. Boy, we really turned in a hang.
That's
what I had a Tom and Jerry. Come on.
Yeah, what'd you think of a Tom and Jerry?
Kind of a delicious beverage. I thought they were offering me like a bowl of ice cream.
I know, because that's what it looks like.
Well, no, it was like, I'm thinking Ben and Jerry.
Oh, and also the batter looks like ice cream.
Well, I didn't see the batter at first, and they were just like saying it like, you ever had a, and I'm thinking ice cream. I'm like, yeah. In my head, I'm like, yes, I've had ice cream. But the words coming out of my mouth were like, no way. I mean, who's ever had ice cream before? And then he was like, yeah, it's like a Midwest like drink that only comes. I was like, oh, it's Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, I don't
Not
really
Ben and Jerry.
I don't know what the origin of the drink is, but what it's what rum and that batter and hot water,
brandy, hot water. that batter, some sort of cinnamony sprinkle on top. It was delicious.
It'll warm you up.
I absolutely
get,
love
get
it.
one of those and take a tub.
I got one of those before tub. They did quote unquote force us to get in the tub. It didn't take a lot of arm pulling.
I mean, if I know something about my good friend Tim Smith, it said he will sit in a hot tub.
Boy loves a tub. I was like, oh, we'll get in it. We're in there until like 4 a.m. I love a hot tub. I'm only human, Tom. It was cold. Man. We're in St. Paul. It's time to get in a.
They got tub. The hot tub after all of us moved out of the house. It really is
a brutal move. Y'all would have ruined it. Too many kids. You don't deserve it when you're a kid. But you know, it was fun. I was thinking about this. It's like I had never in my life heard of a Tom and Jerry because it was kind of blowing their mind. They kept being like, "You've never heard of this."
Well, yeah, you're not from the Midwest.
And I was like, never once in my entire. I don't even know somebody that's heard of this.
I don't know any Toms or Jerrys.
I don't know any of this shit. So, and then I was like, oh, you know, it's kind of like just a regional thing. It's like a king cake. And they were like, what?
Is that a South thing?
You don't know what a king cake is?
Oh,
Lizzie, are you hearing this shit? Did you hear Lizzie? She goes, yeah.
No, I can't. You can't pick it up on the mic. Damn, that would have been awesome. We gotta get Lizzie a third mic, just for side commentary.
We got a third mic, Lizzie, one of these days. Lizzie, you want to do a third mic at some point? Be on a third mic? She goes, yeah, it sounds fun. I think she's lying. But I was just like, oh yeah, it's like a king cake. You know what a king cake is, and it's a king cake. You know, it's for Mardi Gras. You get a cake.
Look at this. Sorry, just speaking of at home hospitality, brother-in-law just delivered an old fashioned.
Unbelievable. Cheers to Adam and bringing in the goddamn drink. I know his name, bitch.
Wow, that is an incredible old fashioned. Also,
but
can we check out the pour on this guy?
I was about to say that's have fun at your shows tonight, Tom. I know the audience will not. Yeah.
at CYSK.
That's comedians you should know for people not in the know.
Yeah, but after this drink, it's going to be comedians you should blow.
Oh, okay. Hey, yeah, we can edit out anything after. Let's just have fun. Just say whatever comes to your mind. We're having fun.
Hey, Business Tom, go ahead and cut that one.
While we're on it, let me address what a king cake is so all the Midwest listeners.
Yeah, they're all dying.
Scratch that
they're
itch.
All like, well, what is this?
I mean, they are, Tom.
I know.
It's a cake for the South for Mardi Gras, and it's like a special cake, and it's got the icing on top, and you only get it around Mardi Gras, and it comes with a little plastic baby on the side of it. And then the person that buys it, you sneak that into the cake somewhere. You stuff it in there. It's kind of a safety hazard.
A plastic baby?
Yeah, a little plastic. It's probably a half an inch, and it's just like a little plastic baby. And you shove it into the cake, and whoever gets the baby in their piece, they have to buy the next king cake. Isn't that fun?
Yeah, I got a couple cues. When it gets shoved into the cake, doesn't it leave a gaping hole?
Not if you shove it from the bottom, Tom. Come on. You should know that by now. You're 28.
Okay. Don't know what that means. Is that an anal reference?
Remember, we're just having fun. We can edit out anything we want after, Tom.
And then second cue, how often are you buying king cakes? Like, is this something that you're like, oh, I always got to keep the baby on me? I got to say, I got to keep
No. Babies come with. Babies come with the cake.
So what happened? Are you tossing babies?
Oh, yeah, you're done with the baby.
Oh, I thought they banned that in the South.
Hey, finally a riff we can keep. Let's go. Hey, keep that in, Business Tom. We're cooking.
Yes.
They did. Yeah, that is absolutely banned.
That's true. I love that we just celebrated a little abortion riff.
It was the first good riff of the pod. We got to keep it
really
going.
Excited.
But that's fun. But that's like a fully Southern thing that the Midwest people think they had never even come close to hearing of that. And that kind of blew my mind.
And next time you're in Minnesota, you bring king cakes. They'll have Tom and Jerry's. It'll be a whole little,
it'll be a real,
what's the word I'm looking for?
Clash of the worlds.
I was going cornucopia.
I don't think that's the right word.
Okay.
It might be. I mean, it's like a mixture of a bunch of different things.
It's like a potluck situation.
Yeah. I think we're using it. Cornucopia.
We're not cutting cornucopia.
No, that's in. That's what the episode's called. Cornucopia. Why not?
King cakes and Tom and Jerry's. That's not a good title.
I want to hear more about this goddamn scouting report. I was so nervous the whole time. I folded all my blankets when I left. I cleared out all the fart smells. I did not clog the toilet.
I heard you and my dad really hit it off.
Oh, your mom hates me. Great.
No. I heard from everyone that you and my dad were just flirting the whole night.
Yeah, we were boys. We were hanging.
My dad can turn in a hang once in a while.
I mean, what? I can't hang with your dad?
No, dude. I don't know. People are just starting to talk. That's all. It seems like you're closer with him than I am. Will you tell him I say what's up?
I was like, yeah, dude. Tom says who? He's like, what? Who?
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
Shit.
Your podcast co-host?
Yeah. No, I remember Tom. I remember him. He
changed
lived in this house for like 18 years. It was fun when he was telling me all about the house. He's like, "Do you want a tour?" I was like, "Hell yeah, dude!" And he goes, "Wait, do you actually want a tour?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, dude!" And then he was like, "All right, fuck yeah, let's go." And then he just like took off and gave me a tour of the whole place. Love it, absolutely love it.
The wall of school photos where I didn't age for 30 years?
I don't know. There's photos everywhere.
Yeah, they do have a lot of pictures up.
Everywhere.
Do you see how I have self-confidence issues? Did you see how short I was in those family photos where I was shorter than all of my sisters?
Well, here's the thing is when I saw those photos, I'm like, oh, but he was 6 there. But the thing is you're probably 22.
I had a driver's license for sure.
I drove to that photo shoot, Tim.
I was the sober cab.
Sitting on my phone book in the car, driving to the goddamn photo shoot.
Oh God.
It was great. I was nervous about going there. I didn't want to like be a stinker or anything. We had a great time. I got him a little parting gift, a little thank you. Ate some bacon. Got out of there.
Good. I'm glad my parents didn't scare you off. They
no, of course not. They shoved me in the hot tub. It was amazing.
Yeah, they loved that. My mom was like, they stayed in the hot tub so late. Like she was so pumped about it.
Oh, we were in there till like 4 a.m. Because we were like, I don't know if we're gonna do the tub. Your dad goes, we have a fridge full of beer and a hot tub. I was like, say no more. We're drinking 10 IPAs. I'm getting in the tub. Why not?
They do always have a lot of beer. They'll buy like if they know like 4 people are coming over, they're like, well, the fridge has to be full.
And it was.
Yeah, I love that. I do love that.
It most certainly was. All right, what you got going on? I've been talking like
I got a couple.
Dinky off.
I was like, Jesus Christ! Talk. What's the millennial line again? Yeah. Wait, he was talking. I was like, ooh, it's my turn soon.
Ooh, it's almost my turn. Yeah.
You talk, and then it's my turn. I heard a funny story. I was in LA for Thanksgiving. My sister was there with her boyfriend's family, and her boyfriend, shout out Sam, big listener to the pod.
Hey,
his sister.
Which sister are we talking here?
This is sister number 5.
Have I met this one?
Yeah, she was at Caroline's.
Number 5,
Lizzie.
Oh, but she's the PA. I got you.
Yeah, yep.
Real doctor.
The PA. She's a fake doctor. And she. So his sister, her boyfriend's sister, is like talking about I don't know, they're walking somewhere and she's talking about Spotify, and she's like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Every time I log into my Spotify, some stupid podcast called Sisters-in-Law comes on. And my sister overhears this and she goes, is it Roommates-in-Law? She goes, yeah, that one. She goes, oh, that's my brother.
An incredible burn. Wait, who is she saying this to?
She's like talking to her friend about it. My sister just overheard it.
Some stupid podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, lady, we're having a good time.
Because I think she shares an account with her brother.
Well, then you know what? Maybe she should just give it a listen for once and then call it stupid. How about that?
It wouldn't take
Why don't you open your fucking mind for a second?
You ever think about that?
Oh, maybe expand your mind.
It wouldn't take long to you realize that it's not sisters-in-law, first of all.
Well, here's what I wonder. I wish I had more info about the scenario, but
Me too.
We're not
That's kind of all.
We're not gonna go a deep cut into what the scenario actually was, because it might have been one of those things where like you meet your ex's new boyfriend and you know his name's Brian, but you call him Ryan.
Steve or Ryan. Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Ryan? It's Brian. Oh, right. I fucking knew that, dude.
No, I'll never forget it again. What is it? What's that from again?
I don't know.
This is the end. It's when James Franco meets Jay Baruchel again, and he goes, "Hey, Johnny." And he goes, "It's Jake." Never forget it again, dude.
Just an unreal big league.
Yeah. Oh God.
A true big league.
Yeah. So that was fun. So we're getting pretty good press out there, I would say.
It's feeling good. It's looking good. I did have a couple of people text me today that were on their top Spotify list.
What I don't care about the texts, you guys. I got one of them too, and I'm like,
brother,
you're taking Instagram.
You're taking the sentence out of my mouth.
This
is the equivalent to only saying nice things about somebody at their funeral. It doesn't matter then.
Yeah.
Tell me you think I'm a nice guy.
Well,
when I'm alive,
living and breathing.
No one will ever tell me that though.
No. Not.
But like, yeah, I know. Hey,
we
look,
just had
I
a kind of a moment of silence there.
And I was like, boy, shit, I need therapy.
You Jim Smith in it yet?
I love the text. I'm not Jim Smith. I got to get back in I got to get back in the gym. I got to get my mind right. I've
been Jimmy Donuts. I've been Jimmy Brennan. I don't know where donuts came from.
HR fat kid and stuff. What's going on over there?
No, I've been hitting the gym.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Maybe the camera adds a couple. Yeah, you look good.
Tim.
Thomas.
This is a tough angle, okay? It's coming up at me. At my chins. Look at it. Should I hold it like this?
Wait, what is God? That's so embarrassing. Wait, what is the good angle? It's from up top, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, that's where, because your face looks
slightly
thinner?
above eye level. Yeah, well, from below it's like, hey.
Oh yeah, that is true. You're just kind of like, I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, that was a hot angle for me.
Yeah. That's like when we shot that one Roommates-in-Law where we did the crime scene shot from the ground, and you were just like, this couldn't be a worse angle.
I was like, I mean, that's not even something I really take account on, but you posted me that or sent me that video. I was like, Tom, Jesus, Lord in heaven.
I know. And what sucks is at that moment, I'm looking for feedback, but I'm like, well, that's not something I can take action on.
You can't really edit that out.
We shot
just a blur over my entire face and body. Wait, Tom, before I forget this, are we at the airport portion of our pod?
Okay, I got one. So yeah.
Okay. So
this is called Flight Time with Tim and Tom.
That was my plane noise.
Yeah. That was good.
Flight Time with Tim and Tom.
Now boarding. Flight Time with Tim and Tom. Paging Tim Smith and Tommy Brennan. Please check in at gate 8H for your flight time.
I'm in the McDonald's line like, oh no.
I'm running through the airport. Air Marshal blows my head off.
Yes. Just pulls down your pants so everybody can see your dick and balls for no reason.
Look, this baby's got a bigger dick than you.
So I prejudged some. Thought I knew him. Turns out.
Wait, hold on. You're cutting in and out a lot. Is your cord funky?
Probably. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Go.
Okay,
say
sorry.
What you said again. You prejudged someone?
I'm really all over the place here. I prejudged. I thought I had somebody pegged. One more bit of information presented itself, and I realized I didn't know this person at all. Kind of a good little lesson to be learned here, Tom.
Yes.
So I'm standing in line right behind this guy. He's got a Leo Tolstoy book in his hand. And in my head, I'm thinking, boy, you're really flashing the Leo Tolstoy book.
Which one? Which?
I couldn't see the title, but I'm like, we get War and Peace. You know what War and Peace is. Congratulations. You're thoughtful and smart, blah, blah, blah. So I'm doing all this in my head. And then he turns his head and he's got cauliflower ear. And I was like, oh, damn. Maybe I don't know you at all.
Well,
are we familiar with cauliflower ear?
Yeah, isn't it from wrestling?
Well, it's like you spent your life doing like Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So like this guy could kill me with his bare hands.
And you were about to be like, hey, nice book, idiot.
Yeah, I'm about to be like, oh, pretty thoughtful stuff, idiot. Why don't you just get it? Like it just seemed like he was bragging about the book. And then he spent most of his life like learning hand-to-hand combat.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, maybe I don't know this cat at all.
I think you're probably right. I think you don't know him. So,
well, there's just some 10 out of 10 feedback from Tom.
Yeah, I think it was kind of
Tom. I mean, you ever thought you had somebody absolutely pegged?
Always. It's I mean, I have this in the airport all the time. Like,
That's where I was at.
Yeah, right. I know. I think we've talked about this before, but I think you also do the most people watching and judging in the airport. You're so hyper aware of everyone, and everyone's behavior is so on display that I'm just constantly jumping to conclusions on everyone around me.
100%. What else are you gonna do?
I had a lady sit down middle seat, like I don't know, a few weeks ago, and she had the most stuff middle seat. You can't have most stuff middle seat. If you got a bunch of shit in your hands, this is one of those Spirit flights where everyone just was carrying their own shit.
It's lawless there. They're not abiding by the laws of man.
She's got a pillow that is on me at this point, and I was like, if she lays down on my shoulder, she just kind of like, do you mind if I quick nap just on you? Just curls up in my lap.
You would be like, yeah, sure. I mean, I'm a pretty comfy guy,
I guess. But she's got so much shit spilling over me. And I'm like really judging her. I'm like, this lady sucks. She's incredibly rude, no self-awareness. And she takes out a handwritten letter and reads it for about half of the 4-hour flight. So
it took her. She had a handwritten letter that took her 2 hours to read.
It was a 38-page letter. So
what is she, Ross Geller? Are you kidding me with this?
I thought you were gonna say Tolstoy.
I mean,
well,
what?
I think no, it was a very short letter. It was about a half page long. So she was going through something.
Oh damn!
Like either a death or a breakup. I'm thinking
she's on Spirit. Maybe she can't read.
That's true. This is just the only thing she's ever tried to read. No, she was going through something for sure. Because then she's doing the nap on the tray table, which is never like a sign of great mental health, I don't think.
Yeah, well, I did that the entire flight home. What you hope is
that's case in point.
Right? I know that I didn't love to hear that. I got to be honest. This is what I hate when you describe something like right on the money that I've done recently, and you're like, I mean, that's the sign of a person that's not doing great up top. Shit. Yeah, Jim Smith. I gotta Therapy Smith is coming. It's gonna be a whole new man. I won't even need this pod after that, Tom. I'll just be frolicking out in the sunset.
Don't joke about that.
Fine. That's a fair point. What you right. You're just like, hey, by the way, Tim, I haven't been posting these anywhere for months.
This is straight up a therapy session.
Clearly just a fun time.
I send it to Cheryl, and then she gives me feedback to give to you.
There's like a therapist right behind your computer just mouthing you stuff.
She's writing stuff on a whiteboard.
She's like, actually, this is pretty funny. Jim Smith. Say Jim Smith.
She came up with the abortion riff earlier. Like, nice one, Cheryl.
I'm like, damn. But what you hope, this is what you hope. Because what my mind immediately goes to is that's a letter written to her from someone that has recently passed.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
And she's trying to get that feeling back.
Yeah.
And she's suicidal. She said, fuck it, I'm booking a Spirit flight. Hopefully it hits a mountain somewhere.
Should be going to, maybe she was going to spread ashes somewhere.
Were you heading to or from Columbus, Ohio?
Los Angeles.
So she was going to Los Angeles. Yeah, maybe.
LA, which is never a good sign.
not for the mentally healthy. You're not going there for any normal reason.
You're not flying Spirit to LA like in a great mindset. Because if you're flying Spirit to either New York or LA, you're taking the cheapest route to the most expensive place on earth.
Right. Here's the thing is you probably shouldn't be going.
Yeah, you can't afford to go there.
when they check your ticket, they should also say, "Are you sure?
Are you? Could I interest
sure
you
about
in?
this?"
Could I interest you in Austin, Texas? As
Yeah,
a
like,
middle
literally, if
ground?
you turn around right now, we'll refund your entire ticket.
And I'll give you an extra 20 just to buy yourself lunch.
Just please don't go to this place. It's not for you.
It's gonna be bad. Have you ever even been to Bushwick? It's not good. I mean,
He's like,
Bleecker
"Wait,
Street Studios is there, but
is that where that's where Tim Smith lives, right?" And she's like, "Yeah, case in point.
yeah,
Don't go.
no, the guy's not good.
Kid's not doing well.
Link Fitness is keeping him alive.
He hasn't been in 2 months." Oh man,
that's 20 clams in the hole.
I was about to say, I'm just burning cash over here, Tom.
I'll tell you what is burning cash. It sounds like I'm pivoting into a commercial. I'm like, those
Tommy
old...
Brennan here talking. Are you burning cash?
Well, check out your car payments for one, and refinance today with Roommates in Law LLC.
We're diversifying our portfolio. We're getting into some high interest loans.
Leverage. What is making stuff up?
Or minded folk.
Anyways,
wait, so what are you burning cash on?
I cannot get rid of my storage unit in Chicago.
Tom,
Storage
what's
units,
in there?
just a PSA. If you're ever thinking about getting a storage unit, go ahead and throw all that stuff in the trash instead.
You don't need it, Pom. I've been in that storage unit.
Yeah, and there's just like Nerf guns and like my old hockey equipment and a TV that hasn't worked in 2 years.
Damn, you got to keep this Scarface poster. Got to have that.
I do have a Breakfast Club poster,
Yeah,
and a Harry Potter poster, I think.
Yeah, a really must have fucking Looney Tunes poster you got there. Tasmanian Devil looks cool as shit wearing
Okay,
these
that is a
backwards
cool
jeans.
poster. So that one will be shipped.
There were several things in there because we went there to get some accoutrement for a sketch we were doing.
Every time we needed stuff for the sketches, I generally could find something in the storage.
It is true.
But the problem
you did just have a bag with like a 5 and a 7 iron in it.
Oh yeah, dude, I have all my grandpa's old golf clubs. I can't get rid of those.
Oh, okay, there we go. There's one thing that's actually kind of like the storage unit, but you could move that back in your little room in Los Angeles. Come on.
Yeah, but it's in Chicago.
Yeah, it's where you just toss them on the flight, Tom.
I'm bringing the oldest golf clubs of all time on a flight. People would be like, "You don't need those."
Checking those onto a Spirit flight heading to LA. They're like, "Boy, this guy is so lost.
He has no idea where his life is going." Like, is that a hockey stick too? Yeah, I got it. But that's what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm trying to empty it out or just get rid of enough stuff where I can cancel the credit card on the statement and not care that they storage wore it out.
All right, so let's. I mean, I don't know if you're willing to discuss numbers here. What are you doing? What's this thing? What are you cranking out per month?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, is it too much? Is it over a hunch?
Yeah, it's $1.50.
$1.50. Tom, you got to get rid of it.
Not good. Well, the problem is it used to be like 180, and then I switched into a smaller one, and they give you like a whole new deal. They give me 3 months free again, and I was like, well, I'm losing money not taking that.
Oh, so, boy, I mean,
so I was close to getting out of there entirely.
Hey, here's the question: did you have to move all the shit, or did they move it?
I moved it. One guy helped me with a desk that's in there.
I mean, these guys, they
have
number,
me by
Tom.
the balls.
I mean, oh my God. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna cancel. And like, all right, how about like 3 months free? And you're like, say no more. Let's
I just
do 2
wake
more
up
years.
3 months later, and I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Oh shit! You wake up in the storage unit.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, dude. So that's your 3 months. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah. That'll be $150, please.
Yeah, you got to get rid of it. I mean, look, I didn't see anything. There was like a cowboy hat over here, a couple of golf clubs, some old shoes, and you're like, yeah, this is shit that I just like really need really badly that I just don't have room for. And your apartment, you're a bit of a cluttery guy. You keep a lot of things. Yeah, are you a sentimental fella?
I'm huge sentimental. It's nostalgia. It's like if there's a shirt that I won at a basketball game sophomore year of college.
Right.
And then I wore to a party that was fun. I'm like, I can't get rid of it.
I mean, how could I possibly get rid of this?
I can't get rid of the Irish Legion shirt.
Because like I did notice, like when you moved into your apartment in Chicago, You moved out of Seal. You moved into this. It was relatively empty when you first got there. By the time you moved, it was just slammed full of shit.
It was just full of shit. Yeah.
I didn't really realize how like cluttery it had gotten, but it was pretty full in there, Thomas.
Which is weird because I mean I'm looking around the room you're in and it's super neat. And you guys do a really good job of not.
Hey, brother, I've never accused myself of not doing. This is Lizzie, though. Lizzie is Cluttertown, USA. Now, you want to talk about sentimental lady? Come on. She keeps all sorts of shit. I don't even know where she got this Freddy Krueger, but she keeps it.
Yeah, that is Clutter City. That's I can't believe it's not clutter. Trying to think of butter rhymes.
Yeah, that's definitely a part of our identity on the pod.
Yeah,
we're butter people. Let's see. Boy, I feel like I had a lot more. Hey, that's
wait.
I
got one more plane thing that happened today on my flight to Chicago. This guy next to me.
Hey, wait, Tom, can you hear me?
Oh, it just switched to shitty computer audio.
Oh wait, now can you hear me?
Yeah, it's back.
Why would it do that? Okay.
I think you keep unplugging that because it's been a little choppy today.
Oh, great. I mean, we turned in an absolute stinker of a pod last week, and now we're having technical difficulties.
Yeah, last week
we got to apologize for last week's pod. Right when we hit stop recording, we were both like, holy shit. That sucks.
We almost decided to re-record.
I mean, that one was poopy McGee.
I think this one's going pretty good.
This one's more fun, but I mean, the last one was...
It was Stinky McGee.
It was not great, Bob. All right, what were you about to say before my microphone?
All right, dude on the plane next to me, he's middle seat. We get, it's drink time. I get a coffee, he gets a Coke, a can of Coke. He gets a can of Coke. And so they do the walk down with the drinks, and we're towards the end, and then they walk back up with the trash,
Sure.
And it's pretty quick. I always think they come with the trash too quick. So I'm never done with my beverage.
See, I'm the exact
Dude,
opposite.
it just switched again.
I'm not even doing anything. Now it's back.
Now it's back. Yeah, something's not plugged in well.
I mean, I'm pushing everything in.
Did you just laugh at pushing everything in?
Nope,
it's out.
I mean,
and now it's back. This is a nightmare.
This sucks.
This is a stone cold nightmare. I'm gonna keep it as still as humanly possible.
Perfect. That would be great for the energy. Because your voice just also monotoned out. You're like, I'm not going to exert any energy.
So, but I say I'm the opposite of you, Tom. I chug the beverage and I slam the cookie. I want to get rid of all of it immediately.
Why? I don't get this.
There's something that stresses me out. It stresses me out when the tray table's down and there's goodies on it. Because the whole time I'm thinking, at any moment, turbulence, this is all over my lap.
So, I get a hot coffee. Oh. You can't just slam that.
Coffee on a flight, Tom? Are you?
Yeah,
what?
Sorry. I'm reading a book. I'm educated.
Oh, I mean, what do you got some Tolstoy you're pretending to read?
I was pretending to read a biography of a crazy horse. My brother recommended it. It is dry.
It is no good.
It is so slow. But anyways, I'm getting a coffee, and trash lady comes instantly. Like, I hadn't even taken a sip. It was too hot still. And my guy sitting next to me sees her coming, and I'm not kidding, chugs the entire can of Coke.
This is my guy.
Like
that's my guy right there.
He had poured a little bit of it into the cup and then saw her and slammed that like a shot. And then
I'll die for this guy. I will die for this man.
And then he gets there and she's like, trash, and he's like, yeah,
just finish it. Yeah, here you go. Because there is something like, I do want to be liked by the flight attendants, so I never want to be like them to be like, hey, do you have any trash? And I'm like, no, not yet. I want to be like, and because I put it all into a nice little pile, and I'm like, see, done. No problems for me.
I don't get this at all. This has got to be coming from like childhood shit where you were like were you a big like clean plate club kid?
I never really gave a shit. I just I don't know, for some reason.
I didn't care when it was my own parents. I care when it's a stranger that I'll never see again.
Oh yeah, oh, like at somebody else's house?
No, like your parents, like getting like, could you leave the dinner table without your plate being done?
Oh no.
Okay, yeah. It's probably a similar sentiment.
I just want I don't they're doing a tough job. I'm the same way with like the wait staff. Like I always like stack up my plates and I'm like, see, I'm not a fucking prick. Look at me.
Okay,
Look
but
how nice I'm being.
It's not like this is a one and done trash run. They're coming right back with the trash in 8 minutes.
I know, but I really don't like it. I did think about this on the plane. I was like, maybe this is something I could talk about on the plane. It's the sense of relief when it's I get to put the tray table back up and I got no problems.
So now you've just housed a couple Biscoffs and chugged a can of Coke. You're not feeling
of Sprite.
Great.
Absolutely housing a can of Sprite. And I am miserable. Like objectively, I don't feel good.
You're doing the stretch out thing.
You're breathing really loud. Doing like the kind of burp. Like, oh God.
Yeah, you can't chug a soda.
Hey, sir, you didn't need to do that. I'm like, yeah, but like I'm not in any trouble at all. Oh fuck.
And especially on this flight, because
nope. Microphone's out again.
Oh, it's coming back. I can feel it.
No, it's not.
I mean, what in dang tarnation, Tom?
This sucks.
Hey, we're back, bitch.
There we go. You're back.
I made the unconscionable decision of eating a ton of orange chicken and fried rice
at the
before
airport?
getting on the flight. Yeah, literally moments before boarding.
Panda or a different private brand?
A private brand. They didn't have the Panda, so I said I'll settle for the shit. Here's the worst part. Leaving Chicago, so I'm in O'Hare.
Was this Leanne Chin's?
It might as well been. I don't know. It's anything. If they're serving a ton of fried rice and way more chicken than I should eat, I'm eating it. And this is actually kind of humiliating. I was in line. I got to my point to order. I got out of line because I said, "What are you doing?
Oh, no.
What are you doing?" And I got out of line, and then I went and got right back in line.
Oh my God. Dude, how have we not been talking about this the whole time?
It was so embarrassing. I don't even like orange chicken, but they didn't have any teriyaki. And I said, give me that chicken. And I ate all of it so fast. And then I got on the flight and I felt like shit. And I chugged a can of Sprite, a couple of Biscoff cookies, and then I breathed really heavy for like an hour and 45 minutes.
Like you're not taking a cute nap after that.
It wasn't even close. I tried to like pretend like I was gonna nap, but I just kept. I got a zero of the week. We haven't done a zero of the week in a little while.
Yeah,
I got to take because I was putting out some white hot farts on this flight.
See, you're getting on my level of farting on planes, and I love it.
I every time, and because they were like kind of stinging on the way out.
They were just heat.
I was farting out a piece of orange chicken every time. It was terrible. I felt so bad. I couldn't. I was like,
yeah,
it was
that's
either
zero
my
of the
stomach
week energy right there,
making a ton of noise or white hot farts coming out.
Oh man,
I chose white hot farts.
Ding ding ding. We got a zero of the week for the first
zero.
time.
I gotta take it. I really gotta take it on this
Smith.
one. I felt really bad. I couldn't wait to get off the flight. I know everyone else around me also felt the same.
I
was really hamming it up though. They knew it was me because I kept being like, who could be letting out these farts?
I do the same thing. I always just kind of furrow my brow a little bit and I go, what is this?
What's this unfamiliar smell?
Yeah.
Certainly not coming out of my butthole.
Nope. My butthole is actually cold, and these are clearly white hot farts. But mine is icy as can be.
Like, not me. You want to feel it? It's freezing cold. It's definitely not me filling up my jeans with these white hot farts. God, I just felt so bad. I couldn't help myself, Thomas. I was on the aisle, and I didn't have anybody next to me, so I had a bit of a buffer, but still, farts travel. Farts travel.
I got a cue for you. United now has Stroop waffles along with Biscoff cookies. What are you choosing there?
Oh, Stroop.
I love a Stroop. I didn't know that this was a thing.
Brother, a Stroop Wally, 13 of those in a row. Those are so good. It's a perfect texture.
I know, because it kind of seems like it would be like stale, but it really hits the spot. And I love a Biscoff. I'm usually a Biscoff slut.
Love a biscuit. But those pre-dry cookie, now they're tasty, don't get me wrong. Pre-dry, though.
Very dry, but I mean, you're chugging a
The
whole can of
Stroop.
Sprite right after, so you're fine. It can be dry. I mean, you
Here's
could
the
be
thing:
eating sand.
I don't chug it out of the can. I pour, chug, pour,
Yeah.
chug, pour, chug, put it in there, wait for the wait staff to walk by, and I say, "What a good boy I am."
Yeah, and they pat you on the head and they say,
And they
"Good
say,
job,
"Thank you, sir.
thank you."
Thank
Can you please close your asshole now?
And I was like, "Oh no, that's a different story." I considered pooping. I certainly didn't, but I did consider it.
I think someone pooped on our flight today, and the reason I know that is because she might have shit her pants before.
Oh no! See,
So yeah, I'm not. So where I'm on the aisle, she's on window. We got a middle seat guy, and there's 20 minutes before we land. We've already gotten the no more poop time talk.
oh poor lady.
And then we
no.
get a shoulder tap. I'm like half asleep, and I turn my head. She's like, I gotta go to the bathroom, and I was like, I don't think it's allowed, but I'll stand up. Sure, whatever.
You almost want to like kind of gesture to the seatbelt thing, like we actually can't.
I
right
can't,
now.
but whatever. And I look around, no flight attendants, so I pop up, and she walks past me, and it smelled. Poopy.
Oh no! Maybe she had some white hot farts in her pants, Tom. She may have filled them up.
Bare minimum, she had fart jeans. But I think she might have had a shard. It might have been like she woke herself up.
Yeah, well, like holding it in, like a little bit already came out. Here's a little cue for you. Did you turn around and catch her the style of walk she had too? Was it a bit of a waddle?
It was rushed.
Oh boy.
It was a shuffle. It was like a quick shuffle.
Oh, if it's a quick shuffle, she pooped her pants. Yeah. I mean, if there's one thing I know about having poop inside of your pants, it's you shuffle when you walk.
It's also like this is such a weird thing to say, but there's a distinct difference between a fart smell and a poop pants smell.
Brother, you couldn't be more accurate. You just couldn't be more accurate. You know poop when it's outside of your body.
It's like when you this is horrific that this is my example that comes to mind, but like it's like when you walk past like a homeless guy that has shit himself. That's not a fart. That's like, oh, there's poop there.
Right.
That's what she smelled like.
Oh God. What was the smell when she came back? Also, what was her overall demeanor? If she was ashamed a little bit.
Well, the tap was a little rushed.
A little panicked.
Yeah. And it was also like they just announced that we were landing.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't an excuse me tap. It was a like get out of the way.
I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Yeah. I thought it was maybe a throw up situation at first because I'm like, that's the only reason you can get up.
Different
but
smell.
It smelled bad. And she comes back and across from us, like in the middle row on these, it was one of these big flights where there's 3,
Sure.
And in the middle section, there was an aisle seat open. And so she just sat there. She didn't get back into our row.
Oh, she pooped her pants, dude. Oh, I mean, she 100% pooped her pants.
Yeah.
Because she's going, I can't do this.
I'm not making those guys stand up again. They just
I certainly can't do this.
Shit.
Oh, how old is this woman? Oh,
she was like young. She was like probably like late teens, I would guess.
Oh, she pooped her pants.
I can't stop picturing just like the tap because my brain went to throw up right away, but that's a similar tap.
A panic tap.
Yeah.
It was not a polite excuse me.
No, this was I'm waking this guy up because I was dozing. I was head back, eyes closed.
Poop in her pants. I mean, was she with her parents or anything? Is this a solo poop?
No, this is a solo poop. Which I guess if you're gonna shit yourself though, you don't want to be with your family.
Nah, I don't know. I kind of feel like I'd like to go back to like my siblings and be like, listen to this.
No, I think that's like
nugget I got for you.
Maybe upon arriving in Chicago, that's kind of a fun story to tell because you've had to ditch it's last week I saw a ditched pair of undies in the airport bathroom. She's just passing it on.
What's going on with these LA to
Chicago
wherever flights? These are people clearly who have gotten used and abused by Los Angeles, and they're going back home. They realized what was I doing in this city, and they're pooping their pants on the way home. They're coming down from some sort of narcotic, and they're like, I got to get back to Columbus, Ohio. Reapply to Applebee's and let's get the wheels back on this fucking train.
Let's get my fucking digestive system back on track.
Being poop in your pants. Wait, so this is from LA. This is a 4-hour flight.
Yeah, it's about 4:06.
Last 20 minutes, she's got to make a move.
Yeah, that's how you know it was not
Boy,
something good.
I mean, really showing all of her cards there.
Yeah, because I you rarely see someone. I know you have a famous story where you were defying the rules, but you rarely see someone defy the we've begun our descent.
Unless
rules.
it's like there's poop in your pants. That's the only time you would do that, Tom.
That, because even throw up, you're probably taking the bag in front of you.
You're going bag. I mean, if you're like literally going down, yeah, can't do it.
Poop is the only situation.
It's truly the only situation where you would do that. There we
go.
Come on, Pooley.
From 42 feet. That's a half
and it hits a swish. Why not? Still 4 minutes left in the quarter, but I decided to take a risk. The coach is like, Tim, don't you? All right, it went in. I don't know. I guess I can't be mad at you for that.
Hey, good job. Keep it up.
Whatever. You're doing
what were you
okay.
about to say? I cut you off.
It was something about a flight. I mean, we've been on flight.
You got to talk.
God, Jesus Christ. I mean, we got to get you a new microphone. Our producer sucks ass.
Wait, here we go. Now I'm back in the mix.
Yeah, thanks.
Dude, I forgot what I was going to say, but it was something about a flight. But you know what? We've been talking about flights for so long.
Too much flights. I mean, we can also wrap. We're at an hour.
Oh, are we?
We are there.
Oh, then let's call it, Tom. Just have a time in Chicago. We will compare notes. We will compare notes. I would imagine over text quite a bit this week, but we're gonna chop it up on the pod as well because I got some notes I got to compare and contrast with you.
Yes, deal. Well, if you're listening to this on Thursday tonight, I'll be at Tight Ship. One of the best shows in Chicago if you want to hang out. Otherwise, Laugh Factory tomorrow. Zany's late show Saturday. Don't come to that.
Don't do that one. Just stay home.
I'm doing this corporate gig. I'm excited to report back. I'm opening for a band at a construction company's holiday party.
Oh, and this is the first time you're bringing it up. We're an hour and 10 into the pod.
Well, I assume it's going to be a heavy conversation point next week.
Oh, brother, I am excited. I think this is going to go wrong. Yeah.
It appears that they're like 100-person company, and the event is in Talia Hall.
Tom.
Yeah. And I'm doing 20 before the band.
Holy shit. I cannot wait to hear about the entire next.
There's my microphone.
Yeah, it's cutting in and out. God, we got to get you a new mic. We can afford it. The Patreon is taking off.
Patreon's cooking. We are dedicating the entire next episode to listening to about this gig that seems like it can only miss. But I am very excited about that. Anywho, let's see. I'll be in Bolingbrook, Illinois.
Yes.
God. I mean, okay, let's just wrap it up.
Tim's gonna be in Bolingbrook. I'll be in Kansas City next week, and then Denver, and then Aspen the week after that, and then home for the holidays. So, thank you guys for listening. Tim's mic is maybe back.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
He married my sister, now we're living together. We're roommates in